Greetings. Myself, Binu Thomas, from Department of Botany, St. Joseph's College, Devagiri, Calicut. I'm going to present my topic on impact of some threatening factors on riparian prawns or river Chaliyar in Malabar regions of Kerala. As we know that riparian zone or riparian area is the interface or between land and river. It is also known as riparian corridor. According to some authors, it is a riparian corridor. Moreover, the word riparian that is derived from the Latin word ripa, meaning from river bank. And you see, some of the authors also treated it as a transition zone between aquatic and terrestrial habitats. And moreover, the riparian ecosystem is highly sensitive to various anthropogenic interferences or anthropogenic pressures. As far as the riparian vegetation is concerned, it consists of a canopy trees and middle-start shrubs and woody climbers, and herbaceous ground flora constitute the general structure of the riparian vegetation. And moreover, the biologically riparian zone or riparian vegetation is highly species and highly biodiverse area. And then we can see what are the benefits or advantages provided by the riparian ecosystem. It helps to filter the water as it passes through it, and moreover, it's a breeding ground for aquatic fauna as well as pond fishes. And moreover, it's important to balance the oxygen, nutrients, and sediments, etc. As far as we can see the vegetational status of the riparian flora vegetation, we can see forest trees at the top, and then followed by riparian small trees, riparian bushes, emergent vegetation, floating leaf vegetation, submerged vegetation. These are all constitute the riparian vegetational status here. And degradation of riparian zone is a result of complex interrelated responses from the geomorphic and hydrologic and biotic process to climate change and natural and anthropogenic disturbances here. And moreover, you can see the human activities such as agriculture, harvesting of riparian flora, hunting of riparian fauna, grazing and industrial discharges have great impact on the riparian ecosystems. And degradation of the riparian zones not only affect the riparian area, but it also affect the surface and groundwater which are flows through it. And then we can see the present study we can mainly focused on major objectives such as documentation and authorization study area, preparation of the assessments of the study area, and to study the ecologically and economically important plant species which are collected from the study area to analyze major threatening factors which are imposed to the present study area. And then these are the model of the reviews. Here see the major studies on the particular ecosystem. And then particular study area, Chaliyar River is especially belongs to the district Malappuram district of Kerala. The fourth longest river in the Kerala, around 169 kilometers in length. It also variously known as various names. That flows through the different areas like Nelampur, Adon, Arikod, Piduparamba, Chirwadi, Mavur, Peruvel, Farooq, etc. The lowest stretches of the Kerala, especially the Malabar region in which the river flows. And then the image which shows the map of the study area as also is in another image. These are the different sites views of the study area. And materials and methods, you can collect the plant materials and then identify the plants based on the available literature as well as the flora generally used, and then prepare the herbarium. And these prepared herbarium specimens are processed based on the standard procedure, and they are arranged in a separate system of the classification system. The number based on EPCA, and as well as the plant site variety and flowering plants of the Kerala by such in 2014, and followed by the breed description of each species also provided in the documentation part. And then medicinal importance, brief note on the medicinal importance of the plants. Some of the plants are also noted. And moreover, anthropogenic activities, anthropogenic pressures to the existing study area also recorded. And then these are the way in which we document the plants from the riparian plants which are collected from the riparian. I'll show you some of the images of the plants which are collected from the study area. These are another set of plants we selected only few images for the presentations. And major results. There are about 177 species, belongs to 140 genera are there. It belongs to 51 families also. Among these, dicotyledons itself consists of 142 species, belongs to 113 genera and 41 families. Monocotyledons consist of 29 species, belongs to 21 genera and 4 families. And followed by gymnosperms consists of only 1 species, and pteridophytes, which consist of 5 species respectively. And then you can see the dominant families here. There are about 142 families are dominant over here and belongs to 113 genera, and you see 41 families are there. And then dominant families from the study area. Astraceae is one of the dominant family, followed by Fabaceae, Euphorbiaceae, and so on. And then you can see the analysis of dominant families and genera of the monocotyledonous plants. And then you can see the life form analysis of the present study reveals that herbs are more dominant, which consists of more than 100 species are there, followed by shrubs, trees, climbers, etc. And then distributions based on the distribution analysis, classify the plants are commonly distributed, uncommonly distributed, and rarely distributed, etc. And then that also depicted there. Life form analysis are herbs, shrubs, trees, and climbers are there. And more of the trees are more, the herbs are more dominant here. Consists of 83 species, followed by shrubs, trees, climbers, respectively. And then major threats we noticed that habitat destruction as well as the habitat fragmentation, along with some anthropogenic pressures, are one of the major threats we noticed here. In addition to that, the conversion of natural habitats to cultivated lands, construction of various industries in the riverside, deforestation, stream channelization, livestock grazing, etc. are the major threatening factors to the study area. Moreover, the invasion of many exotic plants such as Micaria micrantha, Mimosa pudica, Hypometerica, Lantana camera, Dicloftenum egyptianum, etc. are some of the most common invasive weeds which are exposed or which are established in the study area can suppress our natural vegetation. It also adversely affect the riparian floristic elements. And in addition to that, in addition to the anthropogenic pressures imposed from our side, moreover, the natural calamities and landslides, etc., are also adversely affect the riparian ecosystem. These are the major threatening factors which we are noticed from the, or we are recorded from the study area. During our present study, I'll show you some of the pictures which may show the impact of some anthropogenic pressures on existing ecosystem. You can see here. In the last picture, we can see the agriculture expansions to the riparian zone, especially on the summer days. The people are using our for cultivation of various crops like this. And then you can see in the conclusion part, there are about 170 species, belongs to 51 families, and more than 100 genera, especially around more than 110 genera were documented. And then we can see monocotyledons are 29 species, belongs to 21 genera and 4 families. Some species are represented there. Which consists of 5 species, 5 genera, and 5 families respectively. And the dominant angiosperm families include families are Astraceae, the dominant family, about 17 species, followed by Fabaceae, 14 species, and Euphorbiaceae, 12 species respectively. In monocotyledons, we can see similar families. Graminea is one of the dominant family, and distribution you can see is more common, as I told earlier. Distribution pattern thus we recorded from the pattern of distribution of a common plants which are available in that particular ecosystem. Among these, 141 were commonly distributed and 33 were uncommonly distributed. Some of them are very rarely distributed. And moreover, the medical potential plants which are distributed, which are documented from the study area, around 148 plants which are very important that can be utilized by local inhabitants for various health issues. Present study also documented there are about 51 species belong to 43 genera and 22 families were reported as exotic plants that adversely affect the existing ecosystem by their establishment. Moreover, the threatening factor is anthropogenic pressures. In addition to that, some natural calamities also adversely affect the existing flora as well as the fauna of the riparian zone. Present study, we hope to convey that the various plants we have documented from the study area are also an important factor for the contribution of the biodiversity of an existing area, so that we have to conserve and preserve our existing ecosystem through sustainable utilization for future generations. Thank you.